Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oops. Shooting this by myself here. See if we can get this to work. Alright. So, anyways, I'm Michael Gebben, and I own Geb's Total Video, Geb's Wedding Films, Geb's Video, Geb's Total Everything, Geb's Lawn Care Service, Geb's Shakes, Geb's Smoothies, just about anything Geb's. Basically, that's all we're going to for 2011. It will just be Geb's. I started my company when I was 19, and it has been one heck of a roller coaster ride. And so I've usually been behind the camera for most of this little excursion since 2005, and now you're going to see me in front of the camera a lot more. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know if you will or not, but regardless, it doesn't really matter because you're going to see me, and you're going to see a whole bunch of other people this year because this is a new thing we're going to do. We want to give tips, tricks. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about TV shows. We're going to talk about music. We're going to do a lot more behind the scenes, and we're just going to have fun with it. It's going to be crazy. This is really low budget here. I'm just doing this by myself on my iPhone and just trying to keep it simple but have fun with it. Next year, I think it's going to be a pretty cool year. We got to end the year with some pretty exciting things that I haven't told anybody about. One, we got to film a band that is really exploding, Cavo, at the pageant, and we're going to have some of those videos going up here sometime in January. We also did, some of you may have seen that I went to New York a few weeks ago, kind of spur of the moment. Basically, there is a author of a book called The 4-Hour Workweek, and basically it's the first book I've read in probably 15 years. The last book that I remember reading was probably in grade school, and I probably had to read it to get accelerated reader points, and that was like Harry Potter. So that was the last time. I didn't really like to read too much in high school. I typically just found some shortcuts, but regardless, I found this book called The 4-Hour Workweek through a website that I love to read called Zen Habits. And he was talking about this book called The 4-Hour Workweek, and I don't know what possessed me to want to read it, but I did, and I loved it, got really inspired. We're changing a lot of things up for next year, changing the whole environment around here. We're going to have just amazing customer service for 2011. One of my guys that I hired, Ryan Hanlon, will be rocking it out. You will see him this year, so it's going to be pretty cool. But I read that book, and by the author Timothy Ferriss, and he has a new book that just came out, hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. It's called The 4-Hour Body. Well, if you read his blog, 4hourworkweek.com/blog, it's got a lot of awesome information on there. Well, he announced a book launch party out in New York, and I was like, I'm going. And then I thought, well, why don't I give them an email and see if I could film a lunch party? If I'm going to go out there, why not film it? You know, that'd be cool. And so I emailed them, and within an hour I got a reply, and they said they loved the work that I sent them and that they would be honored to have me film. So this was on a Friday, and I booked my tickets that night. And the next Tuesday, I flew out at 1:30 and arrived in New York City. My first time there. It was kind of crazy. The cab driver wasn't too friendly, but it was fun. I got to meet Tim within an hour of arriving in New York, and we filmed behind the scenes at Livestream's headquarters. And then we went on, and I filmed the party. And then basically when that was over, I went to the airport at 3 in the morning after I got a tour of the city with my friendly cab driver, and basically I slept on a baggage claim bench and did that for about an hour and a half. I got on a plane and came back, and have been plugging away on stuff. For all you out there who might think I'm ignoring you or otherwise anything else involved with not being in communication with someone, I have been kind of a recluse for the last month and a half, 2 months, just going hardcore around here to get things caught up. It's been a little bit stressful, been a little bit crazy, but I'm totally pumped about next year. We're going to have some really cool things happening, and basically just be ready for some cool stuff. And let's see, what else? Yeah, so check around here on our new website. It's still in the works a little bit, but I want all the emails that we can possibly get. We need to flood Ryan with as many emails as possible of all the things you'd like to see and hear about this year, what you'd be interested in. Would you prefer not to hear any of us talk and not do anything? Would you rather us get on the blog once a day and do little shout outs of, you know, are we at Subway, are we here, are we there? Speaking of Subway, Subway is my favorite place on the planet to go right now. It's right down the street. And then I also love Steak and Shake. Some of you might know that. I try to get wild and wacky shakes every time I go there. But yeah, just let us know what you'd like to see, because literally, I mean, we want to do anything and everything. We'd like to, you know, just like I said, have a lot of fun with it, give a lot of cool tips, whether that even be giving tips for a birthday party and how to use your little home video camera. But, you know, just keep it simple. And I hope everybody has an awesome and amazing 2011, and just work hard. All I can say is, you know, basically I started with nothing, and I've just surrounded myself with really good people, and you got to stay positive, and you know, anything's possible. So never hesitate to ask. I've got a lot of really cool things just because I just asked, figuring I'd get a no answer. But yeah, so I'm kind of goofy and kind of awkward in front of the camera because, again, I like to be behind it. But we're going to try to, you know, get in front of the camera a little bit more this year. Like I said, give some behind the scenes and some really cool stuff, and just really have a lot of fun this year. And I hope you're all having fun tonight. It's New Year's Eve, and I know I've said that, and somebody count how many and-us I had. But anyways, just flying by the seat of my pants here, I just thought I'd do this. So anyways, peace out and have an awesome 2011. You'll be seeing more of us very soon. I am leaving on Monday, January 3rd or 2nd, to go to Chicago to start off the year with Cool Fire Media. We're totally pumped about. We're going to be filming a pilot for a reality show for a pinball company, the last pinball company in the entire world, as I understand it. And so I'll be there for 3 days, and then I'll be coming back and just plugging away. So rock on and peace out.